We're back for another show. Peace. Um, I'm gonna find something to talk about, but we're back for another show. I didn't write a script again. I hate writing scripts, but I should have wrote a script. But we're back for another show. Let me go see if my um YouTube is booting up because I'm live streaming on both. Uh, got Leafy and ours first. Yes, speed is loading up with no problems today, so that's a good thing. Yeah. Yeah, salute Leafy. You the first one in here. Yeah, thank you everybody for whoever shows up. All right, I'm precisely here. Salute. Appreciate you. Yeah, this is episode 107. Knowledge Cipher God. To those who know, they know. But yeah, we got a lot of things. I always say we got a lot of things to talk about. I really don't have nothing. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about today. What's up, Still City Boxing? Appreciate you coming in today, man. Been here every day. You and precisely and Leafy. Now, Leafy, you missed a couple of days, but yeah. So yeah, we got some things I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna find things to talk about. I'm gonna actually talk about my blog. A lot of y'all say y'all like my blogs, but to me, I'll be stumbling over words and stuff. I be trying to make my blogs sound professional and stuff, and I be stumbling over big words that I added. Yeah, but yeah. Well, let me let a couple of more people, at least two people, get in here, and then I can get started. Um, so how was your day? What's going on? Trying to get somebody want I forgot what his name was, but he wanted to be on the show. So I told him he could be on the show. Any of y'all could be on the show. I want to talk to y'all, live so people can hear y'all voices. And hit that like button while y'all in here. And if you can, take the survey when you get a chance. A lot of people said, "Oh, Paul, that survey is too long." It's been low key. Just about to do some more. Leafy saying this. Just about to do some more work in the game. All right, do what you got to do. I know you got things you got to take care of. Yeah, I appreciate any of y'all that come in here. I'm trying to. I hope this show like really like start like excelling. Get more people in here. At some point, hopefully. So, what do y'all make of the news that would? I should have Dad, go on. Give me a second. I should have screenshot that Mayweather post. I should have actually went on the site. It's on Reddit, according to that post. Let me see. Did y'all hear about it? Floyd Mayweather and might be announced, or is that a host? I say, is that a host? Is that a lie? Is that cat? Oh, here we go, right here. Oh, you posted that, Leafy. Where was it at? Where can I get this at? Let me share my screen. Um, yeah, y'all see it. I know. See this Floyd Mayweather? And it got Todd Grisham name attached to it. I don't know. What y'all think? What's up? What's up, Mike Adams? Talking about, oh no, Popo. I think it's a real leak because shortly after it got deleted. Oh, all right. I only had that image sent to me by a Discord member. Oh, yeah, I think it could be true. I think they're gonna have a Mayweather package. It's gonna probably cost some. It's gonna probably cost probably like $50 or more. Cause we're gonna probably get Floyd. We're gonna get both versions of Floyd, if not three, and then we're gonna get Jeff Mayweather. We're gonna get Floyd Senior, and we might get Roger Mayweather. So that'll be kind of worth it. But you gonna always get these fans that's not boxing fans gonna say that's too much. That's too much. I think that's going to be. They got to keep this game alive before Undisputed 2 come out. So they got to do something. They got to. It's got to be something big that's going to keep people focused on this game until they're finished. So I don't know. You saying that means Undisputed can't be far? You mean Undisputed 2? Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. What y'all thinking? Let me see. This is horrible news. If this is true, we don't need boxers in a broken game. Exactly. That's my whole thing. People keep asking for boxers in a broken game, and that's annoying to me. Guys like Crooks. That's one of the reasons I used to like Crooks, but it's like Crooks not a boxing fan to me. No, I respect his hustle, what he's doing and stuff, but some of the stuff he be saying, it sounds super casual. It's like he want the game to be Mike Tyson Punch Out. You don't sound like a boxing fan. And people could say what they want to say about me. I was a boxer. I'm not belittling people, but when people are like, oh, Pro did you this and Pro you that, you trying to what are you saying? I'm speaking from a boxer's perspective. I'm not speaking from a fan that was in the watching it on TV, watching it at a show or something like that. I'm speaking from a boxer perspective and a gamer. I'm speaking from a gamer and a boxing perspective. Then the people and a lot of y'all would say, Poe, you're not really a gamer because you're not accepting the game the way it is. You supposed to work around that. Nah, man. Nah. Mm-mm. Because if you accept it, why would they fix anything? Why should they make a better game? Why should they make a better game? I heard this numerous times from developers. If nobody's saying anything, why should we fix anything? E-Boxing Championship. What's up, my guy? Man, you've been missing in action. um, I got screenshots. Hold on. What you saying? I agree. It's giving cash grabs when they can't fix the game, but they can keep adding fighters. Exactly. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna keep adding boxers until they create Undisputed 2. I got screenshots of it if you need it, Poe, before it gets taken down again. Yeah, Dad, I don't know how you're gonna give it to me. Do you got my Discord? You can give it to me in my Discord. Let me see. On let me see. The on Discord on my Discord is Post Speaks. Bring back boxing. I mean bring back ESBC. But if there's a let me see, is there should be a way that I could like send you an invite or something. How do I do this? Um well if you can give it to me on Twitter. My Twitter is let me see. I'm gonna put it in here. Give me give me a second. My Twitter. Um it's boxing V movement. Copy. All right, give me a second. While you erase your messages, there's a really nauseating song in Undisputed called Pound for Pound. Oh man, what would you associate that to Leafy? Yeah, Paul, I've been busy exploring the mechanics of some older boxing games in my recent videos. Oh, okay. Man, I gotta check out. Let me see something. Why don't I have no pop up for when you do anything? I don't want to mess nothing up, but I'll go to your channel after the show. Let me see. Levy said that's free promo for my show. Teal Lopez thought he was going to be in Undisputed 2 as well, but he came out a month ago. Yeah, because they think they had to push out some stars to keep the game alive. So that's what they're gonna have to do. They're gonna have to give steady stars. They're gonna have to be some heavy hitters. They can't just give us anything. They're gonna have to mix them in, but they got to be at least 2 or 3 major stars to keep this game alive. And it's crazy that boxer, even though the game is broken, that boxers going to keep this game alive, even though it's broken, and they might not even fight like themselves. Let me see. Boxing Champion said, "A lot of my shorts are boxing, but my vids are boxing video games. Algorithm doesn't like that, I guess. Oh, dad, that's messed up. I'll be a mixture of everything. No, but right now it's mainly this show because I used to do everything. I used to do vegan stuff, everything, and I guess I was like, let me just stick to one thing, and I created. I got 3 channels actually. Oh man, excuse me, because I got a channel for Fallout for the Fallout series. I mean for Fallout games. And I haven't really been over there on that channel, but I gotta start getting on that channel because I'm starting to get traction with on LinkedIn with Fallout. They watch anything that I post about Fallout, so I like that. Let me see. Oh yeah, I wanted y'all to see something. I don't know if I should let y'all see it when I'm reading it or just just read it. No, I'm gonna let y'all see what I'm doing. All right. All right, look. Let me see. Talk show. Share my screen. Yeah, there's some stuff that some new stuff that I added today. Global Boxing Sandbox, total career control and live world scheduling. Then I got a living boxing world, dynamic careers, popularity, and emergent mega fights. Then I got a rivalry system and ultimate corner mode. A lot of people was talking about this, so I was like, yeah, let me add on to this corner ultimate corner mode. I think I'm gonna start off with this one. Hold up, I don't want to do it this way, because if I got y'all on here, I got to do it professional. Like, let me see. Oh, here we go. All right, y'all see this? See, it's saying your corner composition and roles. Instead of a generic 3-person team, the corner is fully modular with roles that affect how advice is given. You got the head trainer who focuses on strategy, timing, and reading the opponent. Can can notice patterns, defensive gaps, and suggested tactical adjustments. Your assistant trainer monitors stamina, punch output, and injury risk, alerts the boxer to conserve energy or exploit fatigue. Then you got a specialist, a special person in the corner, could be a body punch coach, defensive coach, or even a psychology psychological motivator. That going who suggests the boxer mindset, who adjusts the boxer mindset mid round. Then you got analytics and virtual trainer, optional and modern tech heavy modes. shows a real statistics, punch, tendencies, accuracy, and KO probability via HUD overlay or tablet like visuals. Then you got the chemistry effect. Each trainer has tendencies, IQ, and capability. No, dad, go on while I'm messing up with capabilities with the compatibilities with the boxer. High chemistry means advice is more accurate and easier to follow. Low chemistry might lead to conflicting instructions, lower reaction, and even stress, confusion for the boxer. Dad, I'm super tired. I gotta start resting up because I shouldn't be stumbling over words. Let me see what y'all saying in the what's going. I'll be up all night, literally. The various overhand article is pretty good. Wait, we got an article coming out in 2 years. Dang. Oh, you can see that? I thought y'all couldn't see that. I thought I was the only one who could see that one at the top of that page. Yeah. But I that's the only way I could do it so people could read it and see, because everybody always be like, oh, you use Chat GBT, you use this and use that. I'm a writer. That's why I put that up there. Let me see. Let me finish reading this. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna skim through some of it. The corner should see what the boxer might not. And that's what I be trying to tell people. When we have these trainers in the corner, it should be more deeper than what it is. Even when you come back to the corner, you ain't gotta listen to them because you might be stubborn, but they see things that you don't see, and they're gonna be telling you. We have that technology that the actual corners can relay certain things depending on how they make the settings. Like some trainers should have a higher IQ than other trainers. They might see things that other trainers might not be able to see, and you might be able to capitalize off of it depending on you, because you might see something different that the trainer not really seeing. That's why you got 3 people in your corner. They all looking at different things. Sometimes people think that the trainer is actually looking at the boxer. Think you really paying attention to the boxer. No. Y'all don't train, that y'all don't watch videos and everything. He ain't gotta really watch you. He watching your opponent. He watching what your opponent constantly does, and you're not capitalizing off of it. What you keep getting hit with and stuff like that. So when you come back to the corner, you're gonna say, man, you keep getting hit with that right hand because you're not doing this. Or man, you keep getting hit with that hook because you're not ducking under it. So that's what the 3 people in your corner are gonna do. You might have a 4th person in the corner that's paying attention to what you're doing wrong that might make you get tired, or you're not stepping right. You're dragging your feet. You're not moving what y'all was practicing. Your movement is not what y'all was practicing. You got dynamic advice, a dynamic advice system. You got corner mini games. Yup, mini games. Quick reaction decision. Boxer selects instructions, adjusts strategies, or assigns defensive and offensive focus. Let me see. Got too much on the stream. Focus with a 10 to 15 minute window. Everything you do got to be in in a short span of time because you only got 10 to 15 seconds. Resource management, track stamina, morale, adrenaline, and injuries. Giving wrong advice can cause overexertion or mental strain. Tactical highlighting, flash key weaknesses, suggest combos, or trigger visual cues for the next round. Skill growth, boxer and trainer improve chemistry and effectiveness over time, adding depth to career mode. AI integration. Corner AI can adapt to opponents' tendencies drastically, changing its style based on fight evolution. Advanced AI corner might notice subtle cues like flinches, eye contact, or micro movements to suggest precise counters. Simulate Simulate disagreements. Two trainers might suggest conflicting strategies. Realistic. See, noise stuff. The corner might have conflicting information. It happens all the time. Um, Player choice determines outcome, and you might have to pick which person in your corner you might want to take the information. They beefing. Then you got the immersion and presentation, trainer roles, and specialties. Each trainer has a special role and possible secondary expertise. Chief, second head trainer, assistant trainer, co-trainer, defensive coach, offensive coach, body punch coach, physiological coach, motivator, strength and conditioning coach, cut man, medical specialist, analytic and data coach. Because you got some coaches, some trainers that do all of it. He's the cut man and the trainer. He's the chief he's everything. You got that just one trainer. Just one trainer in your corner doing everything. I think I experienced that one time while I was boxing, that my trainer did all the roles. But other than that, I had like 2 or 3 people in the corner. Mostly 2, but 2 or 3 people in the corner. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, there's a lot of room for stuff to happen between rounds. I don't see why devs try to skip and simplify that because they're not really fans of boxing. That's why I be saying when people be telling the boxing fans to be quiet, let the developers do this, like you ain't gotta tell them, they know what they doing. No, they don't. They're not boxing fans. I don't understand people when they be saying stuff. They know what they're doing. Let them do it themselves. You ain't got to give them advice. Yes, I do. They're not boxing fans. We are giving them boxing information. We're giving them boxing suggestions. The people that be saying let them do what they want to do. You're not a boxing fan. You could tell. You need to be quiet. Madden doesn't skip huddles. We haven't had to skip the corner. We shouldn't have to skip exactly. Exactly. These games like Madden, NBA 2K. I know y'all get triggered when I say NBA 2K, but NBA 2K, and these sports games, they get the littlest things. They get them right. Even MLB The Show, just the littlest things. You be like, wow, that's baseball. That's basketball. That's soccer. Just the littlest things. But they don't give us what we want as boxing fans. It's like this game was made for fighting game fans. Let me see. Floyd going to be rated 93. He would never allow Manny to be the same or more at 92. Yeah. I think Floyd can be 93 or 94 because we gotta look at this. Floyd, even though a lot of people are Pacquiao fans, you got his defense. If we compare Pacquiao defense to Floyd gonna be hot, so that gonna make his numbers go higher. It's certain things you gotta look at. What stands out about Floyd over Pacquiao, boxing wise, and then you're gonna say, then it's gonna make the bar go higher for Floyd. Steel City Boxing say facts, Poe. Yeah, exactly. Let me see. I'm gonna read a little bit more of this corner mode because the corner mode it could draw in. That's why I be telling them things like this that people would think is very simple and we don't want it and all this other stuff. But you're not thinking about the other fan base that it might attract. Stuff like this attract casual fans. Believe it or not, they might say something at first, but it will attract them. Then trainers should have, y'all can still see the screen, right? Trainers should have attributes. Each trainer can have numeric or slider-based attributes that affect their performance. Tactical IQ, reaction speed, motivation, specialty skill, chemistry, experience, and accountability. It's all the things that a corner should have. Then you got gym affiliation and free agency. Trainers can either be attached to a gym or available on free agency. Gym owners can sign or release trainers. Starting a gym might require recruiting a full corner staff, head trainer plus specialist. Free agency is dynamic. Trainers move between gyms, retire, or join based on reputation, past success, and salary demands. Example, gym tags, classic gym, underground fight club, modern high-tech training center, celebrity boxing academy. See, this example is stuff that casual fans would do. Classic boxing gym, underground fight club, like the celebrity boxing academy. That's what a casual fan will make. That's what their gym will be named. All right. Traits and tendency. Trainers could have personality and tactical tendencies affecting in-game behavior. Aggressive, strategist, um, defensive purist, stamina manager, risk analyzer, motivator, veteran. Integration tendencies influence corner calls, reactions, and mini game decision prompts. All right. Recruitment and progression. Trainers can level up through fights, career mode milestones, and training sessions. Yeah, your trainer gains experience with you and other boxers. So your trainer like if you get you get a young trainer, he can start becoming building his career up on how well he does, his progression and everything. So that in itself, like that could be an experience in a boxing game. He could unlock reputations, or you can unlock elite trainers. Star trainers can demand higher pay or require certain gyms or boxer levels to join. Boxer level to join. Yeah. Chemistry systems encourage matching trainers whose tendencies complement the boxer style. Interface concept. Roster screens, gym staff view, hire, fire, negotiate systems, many profiles. Optional features. Trainers could leave mid-career for other gyms if unhappy. This is something we need in a game. Like I'm serious. It would the game, it would be great for for content creators. That's why I say content creators should be boosting my ideas because they help them make more content. I'm shocked Ricky J don't try to hint. Ricky J don't be trying to help me with my wish list. You know, and optional features like optional events. A legendary trainer becomes available, or a top tier coach rehires. Trainer rivalries or synergies can modify performance in the corner. Achievements and unlocks. Winning championships with certain trainers unlock cosmetics or gameplay bonuses. Then it gets a little deeper down here. Trainer free agency and gym roster. And I got like 100 plus trainers, different setups. I'm gonna read the top three. Name Marcus the Brain O'Neal. His specialty is strategy and offense. His tendencies aggressive, plus 30. He's a free agent. Then you got Ricardo Silent Eye Vega, defensive master, defensive purist, plus 40. He's a free agent. Then you got Evelyn Quick Will Park. He's a balance specialty. He's a risk analyzer, 25 plus. Modern high tech gym. He's actually at a gym. See, the free agent guys, they're guys that you could just hire and you go to a certain gym, or you could create your own gym. See how that is? Got a lot of ideas. Let me see what you're talking about in the chat. Let me see. Um, all right. Someone just found values SCI can easily change right now to make Undisputed better. Yeah. Let me see. Mike Adams said, pound for pound, what do you mean, bro? Values. Someone found in the files numbers that are completely wrong, which makes the game worse. For example, when you put punches together, the damage goes down after the first punch. Yeah. But I don't think Steel City is gonna do any more animations. Everything they do is gonna be like little things, like quick fixes and stuff like that. Not as far as animations, they're not gonna add that. Let me see. Pound for pound say, which makes you have to pause and slow down your pace to do the most damage, which is not realistic. Mike Adams said, that's a coding fault. Exactly. And guess who the coder is? Aimbot. I know you watching. Aimbot, you gotta talk to me, man. At least make what y'all call a throwaway account or a fake account, and act like you somebody else, and just post, and I'll read off what you say. Just say something, or get a voice changer and come on the show, and they won't know it's you. But Aimbot, I hope they keep you because you the OG of thing, but if you ain't learned Unreal Engine, I don't see how you're gonna stay there. Cause it seemed like that's all you knew, Unreal Engine. No, not Unreal Engine. It seemed like that's all you knew was Unity. Let me see. Yeah, you said that's a coding for it. Undisputed is just like Aliens Colonial Marines from 2013. Read the history of that game. It was a disaster too. Man, it was so many games that was destroyed. Damn, what was that game? It was an alien game. I was a huge fan of it. They messed that up too. It was like an alien game. Still City Boxers say all great ideas. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, man, I got a billion ideas. That's why I'm like, they couldn't have let me be on the team. They ain't want me on the team because they feel like I was gonna bully them. Then you got see, I got the assistant trainers, I got defensive coaches. These are not real people. They might be real people, but they were random names. Um, yeah. See all this strength conditioning and stamina coaches, analytics and tactical observation coaches. See, all this should be in the corner. They keep saying it's too much. It's not too much. We got too much technology. See, this what I was trying to get at people about. Let me see. Well, I think it was Norton. Salute to Norton. But I was telling them, don't give Steel City any excuses. Because he was saying this is their first game. So what? I seen a lot of companies, their first game do good. Knockout Kings, the first one was EA first game. It did well. Victorious Boxers was their first game. It did well. So we can't keep giving companies excuses. Warframe was that company first game. It did well. It did great. It did beyond great. It did great numbers and stuff. So we can't give Steel City that excuse. And the example that I always use is if I buy a business, I know y'all, I say this, been saying this every day almost. If I buy a business and I hire 7 chefs that are experienced, I can't use the excuse that my restaurant failed. You can't use that excuse. If they making bad food, that's on me because I hired chefs that are experienced. And it seems like they're intentionally not making good food because they have the experience. But you can't use that excuse that, hey, it's their first game. No, you can't use that. Can't use that. It's on Ash Habib, Will Kinsler, and all the top guys at the studio. First game, you can't use that excuse. Gotta leave that back 5 years ago. Because they was trying to keep using that COVID. They was trying to use COVID. They was trying to use they had a lot of excuses. Then they put out the rumor that they hired people that didn't know anything about game development. Why would you put a rumor out like that? And nobody defended it. So that means they put it out on purpose. Let me see exactly. White trash Ash Habib gets no passes over here. Paul, no, none of them get no pass. None of them get no pass. It's just that I hate that we're so divided as a community. My thing is, I've been trying my best because I was a community leader with EA because I know how to talk to the community. I know how to get the community behind me. But this community is so divided. They're like, I'm trying to steal something from. No, I'm trying to get y'all to help us get a better game. We all can get what we want, and we all stay on the same page. I'm not saying, hey, don't make this game for casual fans. Don't make this game for hybrid fans. No, give us all our own modes. Give us all what we want. And it's like you can't say you can't do it. That doesn't exist anymore. Anything we want can be made. It's no excuse. And they gotta say something this week. You can't go in the new year. You cannot go in the new year, Still City, without giving us something like huge to go in the new year with. Something major. Send me a shirt and I'll be like, look, we got something new. But it don't mean that I'm like still gonna like not say anything. I'm the type of person you can give me what you want. If something is wrong, I'm still going to be judgmental about it. I'm going to still say something about it. I don't care how much I like you or whatever. I'm still going to say something, hoping you do better. When I say stuff, I really want Still City to win. I want them to do better. They disappointed me. Still City is like your child you've been paying for college for, and you've been thinking he's been going to college that whole time, and come to find out he a mechanic somewhere, fixing somebody's car, and you've been spending all that money on college. Let me see. Let me see. DLC lighting and venue fixes that's about it. Yeah, they're gonna give us some crazy stuff. They're gonna give us some type of arena, some lighting or something, and they're gonna give us a new boxers, new boxers. Then we're gonna get like probably three more. They're gonna give us three more packages of boxers and probably venues or lighting or something like that. They're gonna give us like three more, and that's it. Leafy said, "Yeah, Mike, I bet that there's one value we can change to make this game less." Y'all can read it. Oh, I ain't even finished reading what Mike said. That would explain why combos are so risky and everyone just throws single shots and counters only. Yeah, that's crazy. Because I remember it was one time you could throw combinations. You could like fluent combinations. Why is it that older games like Knockout Kings, you could throw fluent combinations? Many times me and my brother was playing. My brother, he was a boxer, an ex-boxer. And we used to be playing Knockout Kings and stuff, and we like having fun and stuff, throwing combinations and everything. I remember he had did he have Joe Frazier? I think he had Joe Frazier and I had Butterbean. And he got mad because I knocked him out with Butterbean. He's like, man, ain't nowhere in the world Butterbean supposed to knock out Joe Frazier. I said, hey, man, you got knocked out. Let me see. If someone makes a mod that changes the values, this is what Leafy is saying. If someone makes a mod that changes the values and makes the game feel better, that shows SCI incompetence. Man, Still City will sue them. Still City will sue the brakes off of them. They'll jump on that real quick. They'll jump on that quicker than they would actually working on the game. They would jump on that actually faster than working on the game. Let me see. Oh, what's up, Shaolin Face? Salute. Stepped in the house. Guess who stepped in the room? Boom. You said Brandon Ruckus, man. That's my song, man. I used to go to sleep on that. My little nephew used to say it. And he knew how to cut the curses out. He like, Brandon mother Ruckus, Brandon Ruckus, Brandon Ruckus. I was like, yo, I said, better not say that curse, boy. Yeah, they grew up on on Wu-Tang. Steel City would boxing champion say Steel City would do anything besides fix the game. It's like they want it to stay like it exactly. Because at this point we can't say that they're because I remember even with EA and I know people gonna say, well, EA is a big company. Yeah, EA is a big company that has over what I think 35 or 40 games that they work on day in and day out. So you think that whole group of people that they got on their staff, all globally and stuff, they working on the Fight Night Champion. So you think they got tens of thousands of people on their staff, and you think they were working on Fight Night Champion? It does. They start off, then they fade off. I think they had like 300 or 400 people that helped in some way. Then they fall off to the other projects because everything has a timeline that they're working on. They'll let you do little things, little increments working on the game. But if they had the actual 500 people working on Fight Night Champion, that game would have been immaculate. It would have been the best game ever. We wouldn't have a Steel City. We wouldn't have a Undisputed. That's that if they had them 500 people that actually supposed to have worked on that game. Now, with the 70 people that Steel City have on their staff, they got over 70 people. I say 120 or 25, but that don't mean they're all developers. But the people that they got, the game still could have looked better. Look what Claymont Cut put out. Look what Love See Shorty does. Like his movement and the things that he do. Look at old games from back like 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. Victorious boxers. Referee in the ring. You get knocked down, that's where the referee count. Fight Night Champion even have you get knocked down, that's where the referee count. But that ain't what they doing with Steel City. They bringing up excuses. Let me see. I had to step back from Undisputed. Been playing Tekken and Street Fighter. It's been fun. Undisputed stresses me out. Yeah, it stresses me out, and I don't even play it. It stresses me out. People be, but this is the thing that get me the most angriest. Not really angry, but it's annoying. People say, "Poe, you need to play the game. You always being critical of the game from the outside. You need to play the game. Why should I play the game when I got guys like y'all telling me what the game is, watching videos? Nobody is like really happy with the game. So I'm seeing exactly what they're seeing while they're playing the game. It's like me watching a boxing match and somebody that's a casual fan, they don't see exactly what I see. If like when I was went to a boxing match, my son was very young, and we went to the amateur boxing match, and I was explaining to him, I said, hey, this guy, he's open for this punch. Watch how he get exposed. And my son's looking at me. And I said, watch, he's setting them up for it. Boom, he catch him. I see things that other people don't see. That's why I will make a great trainer, but I don't have the time to be a trainer. Let me see. SEI spends way more on exactly. Oh yeah, that's. I'm glad you said that. Esport Boxing Club. No, Boxing Champions. Excuse me. They spending their focus. Their thing is focusing on marketing and advertisement. That means when you focus on marketing and advertisement, that means you really don't care about the game, because a great game will advertise itself. The content creators and the game will help market and promote the game. But they're out there. I think they got more marketers, people on the team for marketing than they actually got developers. That should say a lot. They literally got more people on the team that are marketers and advertisers than they have actual developers. Let me see. Let me read the whole post that East Boxing Champion said. SCI spends way more on advertising and marketing than they should. They found out it's easier to market a bad product than to work to improve it. Exactly. And that should be scary to people. That should be very scary if they found out that it's easy to market a bad game. And a lot of people their thing is it's not really bad if you play it the way it's supposed to be played. Man, shut up. Play it the way it's supposed to be played. Shut up. Mike Adams said boxing facts. I know the people who promote it don't even play the game. Exactly. That says everything, that they cared about profit, not passion. Exactly. And Ash used to be very passionate. This is something that I have to say, and I've been saying. Ash was passionate at first. He was very passionate. And the conversations we had, it was like he said, man, I don't care about the money. I just want the game. And some people is like that. Some people are like, nah, man, he's saying that, but once that money start happening, money changes people. Not really. It don't change everybody. You are who you really are. What you are behind you. Maybe he was convinced, like, you should really, buy yourself stuff. He might, nah, I don't really want it. Nah, go ahead, buy yourself a big watch, buy yourself a car. Enjoy yourself. Take them trips that you never took. And he'd be like, nah, I wanted to go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'm telling you, man, it's worth it. That's how people used to do to me. You know how many fights I turned down as a pro? As a beginning pro? They wanted me to fight somebody 15-0. I'm just debuting. Or they want me to fight somebody to build a record up. No, I'm not building nobody record up. I'm not going to have all these damaging fights in the beginning of my career. I was a decorated amateur. You supposed to feed me some people, and then when I get like my 5th or 6th fight or 10th fight, now let me spank on somebody that's like major. But they drawed me in. Let me see, Mike Adams, check it. My method on the microphone banger Woos. Yo, man. Mike, you ain't gonna leave it alone, huh? My guy, that he had to go and post something. Yo, I'm a heavy Method Man fan. Yeah. Let me go back to my blog. Yeah, even I got right here, right? I was talking about this earlier. The global sandbox. Let y'all see some more of my ideas. The global sandbox, right? It's a full system level design that treats boxing as a living global calendar, not a menu based fight picker. Everything player actions, AI, ego, money, risk, timing feeds into who fights whom, when, and why. So you got the globe. I'm gonna just like try to keep it as basic as possible because a lot of this is kind of technical, and I know I don't want to bore y'all to death. I'm already boring y'all to death right now. Global fight orchestration layer. Let me see. You got the calendar scope, amateur gyms, regional pros. See with the global scope, it's dealing with amateur fights, pro fights. Like you can actually see them on the screen. Like if an amateur fight or pro fight is happening almost at the same time you're fighting, like say you're in career mode and and these fights are happening at the same time, you should have a picture in picture or a monitor like set up that you can actually watch these fights too. You could pause your fight to watch these fights, or you could pause those fights and finish your fight, and they're happening. These are great ideas. See, look, boxer autonomy and this destiny system. No puppet boxers. Every boxer, including the player, has personal agency overrides. See, this technical talk. Boxers' willpower axis. You know, you got sliders for them. You can make the sliders for the boxers and stuff. This is deep stuff. But I'm gonna keep scrolling it up so y'all can see it. See, it's deep. See, the promoter and manager AI, not absolute authority. See, some promoters, see, people think promoters and managers have authority over a boxer. So I had to make that clear that promoters, yeah, they kind of, but the boxer depends on their how popular they is. A boxer popularity is their strength because they can say, "Hey, I don't want to fight this guy. I want to fight this guy," or they come into an agreement of who you can fight or who you shouldn't fight. That's y'all discussing. It's not the promoter like, no, you fighting this person. If that's not in the contract, you have a say so with your promoter or manager. The way I did it with my manager, I set out my contract. Scheduling restraints that feel real. See, it's a lot. I go deep. A lot of the stuff people say, man, that's too deep. No, it's not too deep. If you don't play offline, you shouldn't be talking about people that want things for offline modes. Oh, that's gonna take forever. Just like them taking forever now doing nothing. They're taking forever now doing nothing. Let that sink in. It's going to take forever doing nothing. They're not doing anything. What is Steel City actually doing that we really notice? It's like they've been silent. Like literally, they just went silent. Even the moderators or the community managers, they're not even really saying anything. Only person that said something was Jay Chef. He popped in and popped back out. Jay Shep, what's going on, man? Let me see. Let me see. I like the idea of keeping a version of a fight night champion style story mode, except a really good campaign for your created character instead of Andre Bishop. Yeah, that was their original vision. That was Fight Night. Fight. What's up, Lamont Davis? You was missed, man. I was like, Dad, man. The usual suspects here, but Lamont Davis missing. I know you was life and every you had to do what you had to do what you had to do. Yeah, and Fight Night Champion too. That was the story mode was gonna be that you could create characters and have them like basically like Andre Bishop. It's gonna have a different story, but there was gonna be a story mode that you could use your character in. I just don't want them to have a similar story. I mean, vision. I just want a story mode, but story modes are very expensive. People don't realize that the story mode ate up the budget for Fight Night Champion. It's so many things that they wanted to add, but the budget went towards the stars that they got. They got a real star. The guy that he looked exactly like Andre Bishop, the actor that did the voice and everything for Andre Bishop. So the actors they had that like ate up everything. And I know y'all saying, how did it eat up everything? EA is a billion-dollar company, no, a multi-billion-dollar company. You really think EA gonna spend a lot of money on certain games? Their EA is there to make money. Still, City is trying to follow the EA blueprint. The only thing that they're not following is a complete game. But other than that, they're following EA blueprint. And this is what I be saying to people. Fight Night Champion had a lot of bugs. Y'all not speaking on that. Fight Night Champion had a lot of bugs. And it was doing because I went to check. I said, I said, people keep praising Fight Night Champion too much, but I remember that it had a lot of bugs and a lot of different things. Like people was cheesing. They was cheesing a lot. I remember Marky Pablo was saying that. People be cheesing a lot. Or they had a lot of exploits in Fight Night Champion. But people act like Fight Night Champion was a perfect game. Best believe it was perfect. We would have a Fight Night Champion 2 and probably a 3 by now. We'd have a Fight Night Champion 3 by now. Yeah, so I don't know. Let me see. Esports Boxing Champion said one that's not as scripted, more like an RPG style than a movie. Yeah. That's what we supposed to have for esports boxing. We supposed to have a RPG type game. But somebody came on the team and changed some ideas around because do you remember in the early trailers when we had the boxer walking through the gym? That was almost like a story mode. They taken out. Let me see who this is. Yo, what's up? Who's this? Who is that trying to come in? It's a Reverend Ken Jenkins. Well, who's a reverend in this group? It's a Reverend Ken Jenkins. Let me see. If EA makes a new boxing game, it needs to feel like Fight Night Round 4. Ah man. I want them to make a better game. I don't want to them to keep rehashing older models, but I would have set round 4, Fight Night Round 4. I just want a game to be better than the past games. I don't want no examples of past games. I just want everything to be fresh and be like, be like, wow, that's the best game ever. I don't want to be like, yeah, it reminds me of Fight Night Round 4. It reminds me of Fight Night Champion. It reminds me of Fight Night Round 3. I want them to be like ESBC. It didn't remind you of none of that. That y'all just keep talking about Wu Tang. Yeah, I remember my son was in a video. It had Papa Wu, had my son in it because I know their manager and a lot of the where I was is a school I went to over in New York. A lot of the Wu members used to show up in there, and I met Master Killer. I was like a little kid, but I had to act like an adult. I met Master Killer. Um, Papa Wu, he loved my son. So yeah, let's see. I know, but let me see. Pound for pound, say I know, but I meant in terms of realism. Yeah, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm sure there will always be exploits and cheats, but just give us the tools to fight it. Yeah, but the only thing to me when a game have exploits and cheats, that means they really didn't look, especially with every game doesn't have the same setup. Like when we say exploits and cheat, it's easier to cheat on PC than it is on consoles. So it's like with a combat game, like a boxing game, I don't see there's easily being exploits. It's that Steel City, when they made Undisputed, they just wanted to have you ever put a boxing game out. They didn't care about the cheesing or all that. And some of the stuff that people call cheesing is not cheesing. It's actually boxing. It's just that you don't, some people they say he's cheesing this punch and cheesing that punch. So that means you're just standing there letting him hit you. You're not blocking it or anything. He hit me with 3 right hands. He's spamming it. So you stood there and let him literally keep hitting you with them right hands. You want rock'em sock'em robots. That's what I'm getting. I haven't played a game in a while, but if I'm listening to what people say, it sounds like you're not blocking. Now, if you say, "Well, I blocked and the block didn't work," and he's spamming a punch, then there's a problem. Well, I couldn't move out the way of that punch. We don't have the movement. Then we have a conversation. But when you saying you getting spam punched by 5 or 6 jabs, he's doing what he's supposed to do. When I face, let me see. Mike Adams said, when I face an experienced, extreme cheesy exploiter on Undisputed, I have to play the game of my life to get a draw, especially if they abuse all the broken mechanics. See, that's context. You brought more context than what people be saying. At least you said the broken mechanics. And my thing is, I hear people talk more about the offensive than the defensive. Like when they do talk about defense, they're complaining about people keeping their hands up. He keeps his block up too much. He keeps his block up too much. it's overpowered. The blocking is overpowered. So you cannot hook around his hands being in front of his face. I can see if you say that now because they took the physics out, or did they put it back? I'm not sure because it's kind of they took it out, put it back in. They took it out, they put it back in. But if the physics base is still in, they should be able to punch around the guard. Mike Adams said, "I love the story mode in Fight Night Champion. He's a freaking animal." Yeah, yeah, that story mode. That's what kind of saved Fight Night Champion. It would have did way worse than it did for ourselves, but it didn't. It didn't save the game. The game starts selling like after 3 or 4 years. I think the fifth year when the numbers start picking up. When everybody was trying to get EA to make another boxing game, they were saying like the boxing promoters, the managers, and boxers. I was like, yeah, about 5 years ago, they were saying, EA, you should make another boxing game. It was like a whole campaign. Everybody was saying it. And EA was like, they didn't have that on their plan. They didn't want to make another boxing game. And I was like, yo, Eddie Hearns was even trying to force them to make a boxing game. He was a part of that whole crowd that was trying to get them to make a boxing game. Then you had the brothers, the Sonder brothers. I don't know if any of y'all know who the Sonder brothers are, but they're a boxing promotion. They were trying to get EA to make another EA fight night, but EA they didn't want to make it. And I think the reason why EA didn't make another boxing game is because of what's his name, the MMA guy. I went blank, but the MMA Joker, he made them stop making fight night games because there was a lot of times that EA kept saying they was gonna make a fight night game, even though they made up a billion excuses that boxing is not that popular and this. They came up with a lot of different excuses, but they were. I remember. Oh, Dana White, thank you, Leafy. They had Project Fire. What was that? They had all these different titles and stuff that they're working. There's like, yeah, we're gonna bring out another fight night and Moneyball, Project Moneyball, and I was like, yeah, and they're gonna have Money Mayweather. You know, I was making jokes. Down with Dana White. I think he gonna get EA to make a boxing game, but it's gonna be for that TKO, which will make sense business wise. It would make sense for EA to make a TKO boxing video game, or it could be Fight Night, but it has to have TKO in it, promoting it. Let me see. Still City Boxing say, Poe, do you think Mike Straw is credible? No, he's not. Not at all. Mike Straw was just trying to he knows so many people kept begging for some type of information, and he went off of that hype because he would have kept digging. If you had the door open to talk about that, I don't think what Mike Straw was saying is credible. Because when I was talking to people, Steel City messed it up for them for EA making another boxing game. Once they sold that million copies, they was waiting for a month to see can they sustain the player base. And Steel City did not maintain the player base. It started drastically dropping off. The player base started dropping off fast. A lot of people weren't paying attention to the numbers. Let me see. Pound for pound said Project Moneyball. That is a red flag. It was. It was. I was saying, man, why would you name your the Project Moneyball? And I kind of think they were trying to get Mayweather on board for that, but still, it still sound weird coming from EA. Project Moneyball. That's like it's a money grab. I like, yo, y'all really said that? It's gonna be a TKO boxing game. It'll come out next year, built off of the UFC 5 engine. Yeah. If Dana White might say, well, just keep focusing on the UFC game and I get another company to make the boxing game. He might do that. We never know. A ball of money to be generated from that. Ha ha ha. You shut up. Excuse me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the show early today. About to go in here and try to get me something to eat. And probably call my son or my wife. See what's up. But yeah, this show. See, that's why I be saying it's hard for me. That's why I be trying. Leafy, you should have came on the show. You could have helped me stretch the show out. And I wasn't prepared for the day. I was doing other things. But I appreciate y'all coming in, and I'm about to yeah, I'm gonna end the show early. Let me see. That project was designed. No, that project was going to be designed to maximize money. It was. It definitely is going to be a money. And you know what makes it bad? It makes it bad that Steel City kind of helped EA say, hold up, look what they did. And they got all that money. So we could probably do the same thing and get all that money. They might say we could get more money. Because EA was kind of scared. If you notice, they weren't giving us like the way they weren't giving us DLC the way Steel City is giving. Steel City is giving us more. See, EA, the only bad thing about EA is not going to give us a lot of boxers. And that's what a lot of people keep thinking. Say, hey, Steel City, they got a lot of boxers. Why wouldn't EA? Because they're a big company. If y'all know how many boxers, and I keep telling y'all this story, this is the thing that kind of get me mad because there were a lot of boxers that wanted to be a part of the Fight Night series. It was EA. They had a cutoff. It was so many high-profile boxers that wanted to be in the game. Boxing Lounge, I knew you was gonna pop up. Right when I was about to end the show, you're gonna pop up. When you gonna come on the show? We gotta set up something probably any day after today. Because you popped in late. But anything after today, when can you come on the show? I'm trying to get y'all to be spoken. E-boxing champions, man, you gotta come on the show, man. You can market yourself, promote yourself, or whatever. Just come on the show. We're not that type of person that say, hey, you can't talk about your projects or, things like that. No. If you even got a different game than what we're speaking about, hey, we could talk about it. You could talk about it. You could come on the show and promote your game. I'm trying to get this guy, what's his name? He has a video game that he's working on. I think it's gonna be part tech sim and part it's gonna be part animated. I'm gonna give him a shout out. Let me see. Give me a second, y'all. Don't start acting up today's computer. Been doing good. All right, his name is. Let me see. Yeah, do the survey if you didn't do it and hit that like button. Even the people that shadow watch, hit the like and share button. Let me see. Well, I don't see him because he did like one of my posts. I know I could get him. I could get him from my chat because I sent a chat for him. All right, his name is. Come on, computer, don't act up today. Not today. All right, his name is Corner King. He has a Let me tell you the name of his game. But on Twitter, his name is Corner King. I don't know what the heck's going on here. It's always something crazy with chat. All right. Oh, that's the name of his game too. It's called Corner King Boxing Game. He's a solo dev building Corner King. It's a boxing management sim coming September 2026. So you might inspire him to do a little more to his game than what he got. My thing is, I'm trying to get him to hook up with guys like Love C Shorty or Claimer and Cut or even Leafy. You know, they might could team up and they could do something, make something great. Because he's like starting to do his animations and stuff. It's gonna be like a manager game, but it's gonna be you can control the boxes, I'm guessing. Oh man, excuse me. Let me see. E EA could literally re-release a mechanically sound game with no license boxes on release and would exactly. I used to say that to them. Yo, I literally used to say that to them. I used to say that to the developers. And you know why? I'm gonna tell you why it makes sense. Many of these casual fans don't know the boxers that's in the game. They really don't know them. They only know like 3, 4, probably I say 10. Let me fix my light before that junk start kicking off. It's like it's trying to blink. But yeah, they literally don't know these boxers. You got over 200 boxers and they only know probably 20, if that. So you kind of wasting their time. You got the hardcore fans or the fans that watch boxing but not like really that into it, but they know the boxers. I'm available from 5. And you really gonna write that stuff backwards like that? You can tell where you from. January 5th, 2026. All right, so January the 5th. All right, I'll put that on thing. Yeah, Corner King. I'm late. I'm at my old parents. Man, you speaking backwards, man. I'm at my old parents over the holidays. I'm with my parents over my older parents. Okay. So you got a heavy accent then, I'm guessing. That would make for a great show though. I'll come through, Paul, next week. All right, definitely. I appreciate you, man. I think if you have me and E, boxing champions on the show at the same time, you'll get a great views. Yeah, that's what I'm see, that's what I like. I want people to have different views. I would love to work together with that guy. It looks clean. Yeah, y'all think y'all will work together good. You should really reach out to them, and you gotta go in them groups, man. You have to go into the groups and ask for feedback and ask for directions. They can help you. These are older guys. A lot of them are veterans. They can help you. It's something you might be missing that can really make your game go up, like really go there. They might even be able to help you get backing for your game. Let me see. Boxing champions, boxing lounge. You might be onto something. That's how we do dates in the Yeah, man. Yeah, that's how you do it in the UK, man. You confuse me, man. I'm up here like I'm already stuttering because I'm tired. Um, Dad, man, stop talking about your parents, man. Stop talking about your parents. You said my parents. Oh, yo, man, stop, man. It's good that you still got your parents, man. I'm happy I still got both of my parents too. I messaged him. He hasn't gotten back to me yet. I'll try getting a video in the group soon. Yeah. Yeah, because I reached out to him too, because I was telling him he should make a account on LinkedIn so he get more exposure. And he could probably he probably be able to get investors or sponsors. And my thing is, to y'all get anybody out there making a game that's listening to this video, look for sponsors first. As long as you got a game model that's a working playable model, you can get investors. And I know y'all saying, how did he know these things? He's not even in the industry. Technically, I was in the gaming industry 2 times, technically. And I did my research. I have talking to companies. I talked to Poland Spring Water, the person that owns that company, the person that like heads like with the sponsorships and stuff like that. I talked to all these different companies. Like you could get Poland Spring Water to sponsor your game. All you gotta do is put their logo in different areas on your game. The more exposure you give them in your game, the more they will support it. Now, if you get 20 sponsors to sponsor your game and you put their logos different places in your game to make it look realistic, not over the top like EA did, and that idea that I gave them that they didn't even give Poe a shirt. I gave them that idea. It's on my wish list. It's on that wish list, the original wish list. I said you should have sponsors in the game. You should have logos in the middle of the ring. They oversaturated the game, and it didn't look right the way they had it. Let me see. Boxing Lounge said me and boxing champions are EA guys, but in different lanes. Yeah, that right there should make for an interesting show. Very interesting. So, guys, I'm about to end the show. Appreciate y'all for coming in. And let me see. I gotta see on what's gonna come in. Lamont Davis, salute to you for popping in and popping out. I appreciate you anyway. Yeah, salute to everybody that showed up. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out the door and share the video if you can. Until tomorrow, salute to y'all and peace. Oh yeah, why did a reverend try to come on my show? Is that one of y'all in watching my video? A reverend tried to come on my show. He literally tried to pop in. Nah, son, we're not doing that. Salute Esports Box. I've been doing it like for a whole month. I'm gonna do it for the whole month. I think on my birthday, which is January, which is Saturday. Saturday is my last full week. I'm gonna go back to my regular schedule. I'm gonna do Sunday and Wednesday, and I think that should give me enough time to make valuable content. And I know y'all probably gonna be like, "Poe, you should go back to the everyday format." We'll see. We'll see. But until tomorrow, man, Blasted, man, how you gonna come in here at the last minute? You and Lamont Davis. I think Lamont Davis is in the background because he was in here earlier. But salute to y'all, man. I'm about to sign off, man. Wish you was in here earlier, Blast X, but I appreciate you popping in. Hit that like button on your way out, man. It's like you came to a party, man, and this party just is over. But salute, man. It's always a party when y'all come in, no matter if y'all here in the beginning or in the end. It's still a party, man. Y'all showed up. I appreciate y'all. Let me go in here and get some food in my body because I'm talking crazy. All right. Peace. Peace. Now I don't even the thing on there.